So you're hustling away on Instagram, creating amazing content, interacting with your ideal customers and clients, and then it happens. You get hit with the dreaded Instagram action block. So what do? This can really put a cramp in your style and slow you down. So in today's video, I am spilling the tea on, first of all, why you're getting Instagram action blocked in the first place, what you can do about it, and how you can avoid getting hit with it again in the future. My name is Brie, and I'm here to help you rock your social, crush your course launch, and create consistent 5K months in your business. So if those are goals you want to hit in the next few months, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified every Friday when a new video goes live. And if you are a coach or creator who wants to add a passive income stream to their business with online courses, then make sure you stick around until the very end of this video. So first, let's dive into why you're getting Instagram blocked in the first place. Now, Instagram has action blocks because they are trying to limit spammy behavior on the platform. They want to keep it nice and enjoyable for everybody. And as we all know, there are a lot of spammers and bots out there that are here to make everybody's life miserable by copy and pasting the same stuff on everybody's accounts. Now, Instagram's filter for this is meant to pick up bots and automations, but it can also pick up you when you're doing innocent things like engaging with your audience. And this happens most of the time when you are doing an action often enough that Instagram thinks that you are a spammer. This means if you are giving likes too quickly, leaving too many comments, or following too many people in a short burst of time, then you are likely to get hit by the dreaded action block notification on Instagram. Now, I know this is super annoying, but it is a necessary evil to keep the platform working and enjoyable for all of us. So we need to learn how to avoid it and what we can do when we get hit with it. But first, how long can an Instagram action block last? Now, this can really vary. It could be anywhere from a few hours to 24 hours to 48 hours to even a couple of weeks, depending on how serious the offense was and how often you've been nailed with it before. Now, depending on the notification you get, you might get notified of when your block ends, or you might not. Now, when I've had this happen, usually I don't get any notification of when the block ends. But sometimes Instagram is nice and they'll give you one and it tells you when it is ending. So then you already know. But if you don't, you're gonna have to lay low and figure out when your block is ending. So how can you fix your Instagram action block if you get hit by one? Well, first of all, if you were doing things on Instagram and you know you weren't violating any of the terms and service, you can always reach out to Instagram and let them know. Now, you don't always get a response or a change in the punishment that has been meted out to you, but if you are lucky, they sometimes do remove the restriction right away if they can see that they made a mistake in giving you the action block in the first place. Now, this is super hit or miss, but it can't hurt to apply it and see if it works for you. Now, in order to do that, you want to go into your settings and help section, report a problem, and then explain what happened. Once you submit your request, you can check back in and see if your limitations, your action block has been lifted. But otherwise, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait out the action block. So if Instagram tells you when the action block is lifted, don't try and do the action again until then. If they don't tell you, then it's best to lie low for at least 24 hours to 48 hours and then slowly go back into taking those actions to see if you are still banned or not. It can often be easy to re-trigger a ban right after when it's been lifted, so make sure you go slow with your liking, commenting, or following, or whatever it was that caused the action block in the first place. Now, unfortunately, Instagram doesn't publish their action limits, so there's no concrete guideline for how many likes you can give in a day or an hour, how many comments, or how many people you can follow. And that is because this would be abused if they did publish it. You would find people automating and trying to sneak in as many actions as they could. So unfortunately for the rest of us that are using Instagram as it is meant to, it doesn't really help us decide what our limits are when it comes to engaging and using the platform, but you just have to make note and try to make sure you don't go over it again in the future. So how do you avoid the Instagram action block going forward? Obviously, waiting for it to go away is a pain in the neck. So we want to avoid that as much as possible. Now, the first way to do this is to slow down, whether that is liking, commenting, following, whatever triggered it before. Make sure you slow that down and space it out. You don't want Instagram to think you are a bot or an automation, and the more human you can be in the way that you use the platform, the better you're going to survive. And pay attention to what gets you blocked. So if you've gotten blocked before, what was it? And how many likes, comments, or follows were you doing when it happened? And make sure in the future you stay below those limits because they vary, they're not published, and you want to make sure that Instagram isn't flagging you for the exact same behavior you got punished for before. So for example, if you are getting an action block after leaving 50 comments in a day, you definitely want to keep it under that number going forward. So test it out, see, is 40 fine, is 35? And find out what works for you and what speed that Instagram allows you to complete these actions without getting put in jail. Instagram's whole idea for their platform is to create ad revenue for themselves from having us all addicted and watching as much and for as long as possible. So these blocks aren't against you, they are to keep the platform enjoyable and profitable. And just know that these action blocks happen to the best of us. It's happened to me a ton of times, and most people out there that are actively growing have had this happen. So it's just a stumbling block on your way to growing your audience. All right, guys, that is it for this video. But before you go, if you are a coach or creator and you are ready to add a passive income stream to your business by creating an online course, then I've got something that's gonna help. So click the link in the description below to grab my free 90-day course launch blueprint. Now, this blueprint is gonna walk you through the entire process of coming up with a killer course idea, creating it, and selling and scaling it so you can generate consistent monthly income. Now, this takes out all the guesswork and walks you through every step of the process that you need to get set up in order to have a profitable course-based business. Again, you can grab that at the link in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share it with a coach or creator friend who could also benefit. Now, if you are ready to take your course-based business to the next level, check out these videos next.